Hello and welcome to Reel on this third weekend of the Advent season. This marks the first days of the Jubilee Holy Year of Mercy, which Pope Francis formally commenced with the opening of the Holy Door at St. Peter's Basilica this past Tuesday, the Feast of the Immaculate Conception. As Catholic Christians prepare to both mark this special year and celebrate the birth of Jesus, many also are preparing for January, when thousands will gather in Washington for the 43rd Annual March for Life. Hundreds from the Diocese of Springfield are making plans now to board the buses to Washington to be a witness for life. Reel to Reel's Carolee McGrath has more.
A small but dedicated group gathers in front of Planned Parenthood in Springfield during the final days of the 40 Days for Life campaign. Most people driving by wave in support, but the mission to save babies from abortion to many seems impossible. Do you think the people can change their hearts? People who are in that industry?
Prayer can change anything. God can do anything, right?
Kathy Garwood from St. Cecilia's Parish in Wilbraham is a faithful 40 Days for Life volunteer. She's also a nurse practitioner. She and her husband have 2 children. The semi-annual campaign ran this fall from September 23rd through November 1st. Another campaign will begin again at the start of Lent.
This, grassroots effort, started in 2004 with 4 people praying. And that has evolved over the years to how many abortion clinics have been closed? 60 abortion clinics, over 10,000 babies have been saved by this grassroots effort. Over 500 cities in the country and 30 countries over the world have started this effort and it's just building on itself.
Parishes in the diocese and around the country typically sign up to cover an entire day at the vigil site, with people available to help women in crisis and offer them an alternative. Jack McGrath, a member of Celebrate Life at Minnechaug Regional High School in Wilbraham, took the time on his half day to pray.
It's very important because it's a big problem in the high schools. A lot of young girls struggling with this decision, and I get it. It's a tough decision, but you just got to realize, that's a real living being, and people have to realize that.
The disturbing allegations of abortion clinics around the country selling body parts of aborted babies to researchers has changed the hearts of many people. Planned Parenthood has denied wrongdoing. Massachusetts Attorney General Maura Healey released a statement last July stating that after a week's review, her office found that Planned Parenthood clinics in Massachusetts are compliant with state and federal law. But the videos have certainly changed the discussion nationwide.
We hear about this in the news, about the atrocities of the abortions and Planned Parenthood. But, nothing's going to change unless we start at these grassroots efforts to come out. Even if it's 1 or 2 of us, we just got to show people it's important and make people start thinking about it. And what's more important is to people see us praying.
Diane Ledoux attends St. John the Evangelist in Agawam.
This is my first time out here, but I've always wanted to do this. Now that I'm retired, I want to get more involved with pro-life.
Another way to witness for life is to attend the March for Life held each January. About 10 buses from the Diocese of Springfield head down to Washington, D.C., where they join tens of thousands of other people. And while it is a long trip, many people say it's a sacrifice they're willing to make. The 43rd Annual March for Life will be held Friday, January 22, 2016 in Washington, D.C. Each year, many people gather at St. Stanislaus Basilica in Chicopee for adoration and Mass before departing on buses for the all-night ride. Last year, our own Bishop Mitchell Rosansky was on one of those buses with a group of teens and their parents from Westfield.
I felt that it's important as bishop to be there to support them in going down to Washington and taking that pilgrimage and in being on pilgrimage with them. And it was a real privilege for me to join with so many who could go.
Bishop Rosansky says he hopes people will join him again this year.
What I want to say for those who are perhaps wondering if their presence would make a difference in the March for Life, that to see so many tens of thousands of people in Washington for one purpose, to stand up for life, is a powerful witness to not only those who are there physically, but to those who can see the March for Life on television.
And as people prepare to celebrate the birth of Jesus this Christmas, many are doing their part to witness for life in his name. I'm Carolee McGrath reporting.
Praise the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou.
And for more information on how you can get involved with the March for Life, you can find a link on our website at iobserve.org.